Welcome. Live stream yoga from the crypt. That was my Bruce Dickinson impression. How'd I do? Nice. It's on. We're on live. Live undead yoga happening. Do it. Gather around, freaks. Find your most comfortable gravestone, yoga mat, patch of grass you want to sit on. We're going to take you through a nice little, gentle, easy, beginners 30-minute yoga from the crypt sesh. How's that sound? We looking good? Pretty typical around here. Everything
We're
good.
Live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. That's what we had to say.
This is such a stupid issue.
She took his baby. Took a baby. Took us away. Sorry. Oh, I fucked up. I keep fucking up the mic. Thank you.
Pretty good. Just, I'm gonna double check this out one more time.
Your night, young American yoga from the crypt. Well, yep, it works. Oh. Sorry, thank you for bearing with our sound and video test while it's ready. Hit the deck like a fucking storm ranger. You see that shit? Cameraman's full of moves behind the camera. He's not even gonna do the yoga. They don't even know, man. Woo! So we need a sledgehammer today. He said, "What sledgehammer?" Anyway. Thank you. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get zen and serious and do some yoga from the crypt. This is our first live stream, so thanks for bearing with us. If you're watching this live, or you're probably not, but thanks for bearing with us anyway and watching it later. We're gonna guide you through a nice little morning, gentle 30-minute yoga, mobility, flexibility, breathing. Not gonna break too many sweats. So enjoy yourself, have some tea, put on some David Bowie, and crank this out. And we're going to get started lying on our back with our knees up. Heels in towards your glutes. Oh! Arms out to the side like you're on a cross like Jesus. And close your eyes and breathe from your belly to your chest. From your chest to your skull. And from your skull all the way down, out through your belly. We always want to connect with our breath at the beginning of yoga because that is going to be the driving force that gets you through the whole deal. Take one more big breath, as big as you can. Impress me. And then let it out as low and slow as you can. Your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And let's start windshield wipering the knees from the left to right. Both knees to the left, hold it for a second. Both knees to the right, hold it for a second. And just go back and forth. Warm up your core, press your lower back into the mat. Massage your hips and your glutes. We're really just warming up. On your next one, bring both knees back to center. Heel toe them out just a little bit wider. Point your toes out like a V. And then keep the left knee up and bring the right knee in. So we just want to bring the right knee internally rotate from the hip joint closer to the ground where the left knee is up. And then switch so the right knee comes up and the left knee is going to shift down again. Internal rotation. Your mom knows about internal rotation. You know. Do that 3 times each leg. Don't we all? But the old creaky hips. I need this as much as anybody. All right. Both knees up. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a ball. We're going to rock back and forth. Cameraman is doing it behind the camera, so now you have no excuse, any of you. Massage your spine, rock back and forth. There's a mat up there. Okay, sick. Man's doing yoga on the floor. You think you're hard? If I could do some yoga on this hardwood crypt floor, this nice Home Depot hardwood crypt graveyard floor. Oh, straighten out the left leg and leave the right leg hugged into your armpit. And then we're going to reach for the knife edge of the right foot. Bring it up to the sky. Keep the knee bent for a half happy baby. Half happy baby. It's kind of a grotesque name for a pose if you think about it. But I don't know how happy the baby would be if he's cut in half, or she. Not sexist here. All babies can die.
In a video game.
What? Yeah, the video game, not in real life. Yeah, babies don't die in real life. Who am I? All right, let that down. Straighten out the right leg. Bend the left knee to the left armpit. And just hold it there for a second. And then take it to left side, half happy baby. Open up that hip joint, maybe sway left and right a little bit, whatever you got to do. Wake them up. Ooh, yeah. And let's let that left foot go straight out to meet the right. Both arms come up overhead. Full body stretchamundo. And then both arms, both legs straight up. Back, spine just firmly into the ground. And just start to rotate internally and externally from your hip joint and your shoulder joint at the same time. So the legs come out, legs come in, arms come out, arms come in. About 3 to 5 times each direction. Just go at your own pace. Doesn't really matter how many you do. And we'll stop there and just rotate the ankles and wrists. Again, this is a great practice to do in the morning. You'll be hearing those cobwebs being shucking off right there, cracking the bones, wake everything up. That's what I'm talking about. Bring the hands out to the side like we're Jesus again. And then bend the knees and bring both knees to the left, look to the right. Then we straighten this right leg and try to grab our behind our knee or ankle or toes with the left hand. Reinforce that twist. Take one breath here. We'll gently let it go. Rebend the right leg, both knees up. Drop the knees to the right, look to the left. And whatever variation you did on the other side, do it on this side, or at least try to. Yeah. Demons are fighting upstairs. If you kick your dead baby goat in this yoga, it's not its fault. Let it go. Oh, and we're going to flip over all the way to our belly. We're going to get weird. Let's flip over on our belly. Ooh. Nice and comfy. Arms out front, legs down long. Lift your head slightly up so like your chin's on the mat. And we're going to lift our left leg up and right arm. Half Superman. Back down. And then opposite right arm, left leg. Or did I just do that? Right leg, left arm. You know what I mean. 2 each side. Squeeze at the second. Squeeze at the top for a second. Bring it down. Last side. Bring it down. Take a breath. Rest your forehead on the mat. We're going to do 3 full-sized Supermans. Both arms, both legs. Inhale up. Squeeze your back. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale down. Forehead to the mat. Breath. Inhale up. Squeeze. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's bring your hands under your shoulders. And we're going to push back into a child's pose from here. Take it up through a little cobra, back to child's pose. And just rest for a few breaths in child's pose. Maybe shift the hips side to side. Walk the hands out as far as they'll go. And just connect here and breathe for a few breaths. Still engaging your core, still rounding your back. Still stretching through your lats. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. You can do it. Nice. Now we're going to inhale up to all fours. Like this. And let's bring the right hand up and look up towards the right hand, open to the right side. And then bring it down. We're going to thread the needle, right? So bring the right hand all the way through the space you create with your left hand. The right ear to the ground. Look to the left. Inhale back to tabletop. And immediately lift the left side. Open up the chest and then exhale. Bring it through left ear to the mat. Stretching the opposite side. So good. So good. So good. Tabletop. Nice job. Neutral spine. Push your head back. Double chin your chin. Straighten the right leg. Out. We're on the toes still. No need to hover the right leg yet. And just rock back and forth to kind of wake up your Achilles tendon, your ankle, stretch your calf a little bit. And return to a neutral spine and hover the right foot. Squeeze your glutes. And from here, we're going to hover the left arm. Bird dog. My favorite things for lower back problems, lower back stability. This is what you need. Bring the left hand down, keep the right leg up, bend the right knee, send the bottom of the right foot up towards the ceiling. You engage the glute a little bit more and stretch your right hip flexor that way. And if we're there, we can open up our hip, bring the right foot over to the left side, and spin the right hand up. I'm going to kick the goat. Up like that. Woo! And just hold here and breathe. Push your right knee back. And then exhale, bring it back down. Just neutral. Tabletop. Come into a child's pose for a second. Woo. 2 breaths in child's pose before we do the same deal to the other side. Nice job. Let's come back to tabletop. Straighten the left leg. Stay on the toes. Just rock back and forth. Warm up the ankle and the calves. About 3 or 4 rocks back and forth, and then hover the left foot. Point the toes towards you so you're pushing the heel back more. That'll give you more length. Engage your core and float the right hand up. Just hold, stabilize. Stretch yourself apart. Bring the hand down, bend the left knee, and send the bottom of the left foot up higher towards the sky. Then if we can, we bring this over, open the hip, left hand up, look up. Job. We're going to take this back to tabletop. Instead of child's pose this time, we're going to tuck the toes and go right to downward dog. Go slow into down dog and find a stable down dog. If you have tight hamstrings or calves, you might want to pedal your feet out left and right to work the heels a little closer to the ground. If you're already there, just try to find a still, stable down dog. Maybe close down your eyes, squeeze your core, and just breathe. Let's shift forward into a straight arm plank from here. So you just bring your hips forward, come up onto your toes, straight arms, engage the core. We're going to drop the knees, untuck the toes, bend the elbows to 90 degrees, chest between your hands, slide forward and lift up into cobra. Shoulders back, chin back, glutes engaged. We just breathe. Tuck the toes and exhale back to down dog. Still stable down dog. To do a effective yoga session, you don't need a million crazy poses. Oftentimes, if you just stick to the basic ones, concentrate on them, make sure you do them right, that you're actually better off. So that's what we're doing today. Let's do that one more time. We're going to shift forward to plank. Drop the knees, chest and chin down. Slide forward, lift up into cobra. Back to down dog. This time in down dog, the right leg lifts. You step it through between the hands. Set the left knee down, untuck the left toes, and rise both hands up for a low lunge. Take your time and set up this foundation here. So you press through your right foot. When you press through your right foot, think about bringing your right hip back, left hip forward, while you stretch yourself up through your obliques. Let's bring the left hand forward, right hand back. We twist here. Look back to the right. Stabilize and breathe. Stay in this position. Drop the right hand down towards your back heel, left hand up. Stay in this position and bring the left hand down to the inside of your right foot. Left arm up. Kneeling side angle. And then bring the right hand down to frame the front foot. Step up with the left foot into a forward fold. With each exhale, try to pull your belly in and straighten your legs more. Chest towards the knees. Maybe walk your hands side to side a little bit. Whatever feels good to you. You'll notice where your tight areas are and breathe into them. Push through your heels, engage your core, and slowly rise up. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your back, then bring your head up. Inhale up nice and high. Exhale, nice and slow, back down through heart center to a toe touch. Plant the hands and we step the right foot back. Left foot back. We're in plank. This time, don't drop the knees, don't drop the chin or the chest. Hang in a plank and then just bring your hips down, arms are straight, and turn it into an upward dog. Untuck your toes. So no arm bends, no push-ups, just from plank to upward dog. Drop the knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. See if we can bring the feet up towards your glutes. Kind of a frog pose. And maybe you need to bring your knees out a little wider. If it's too much for you, just do what you can. From there, just drop the feet down and push yourself back into a child's pose with wide knees. So the big toes touch, knees are wide. We're coming into a wider child's pose. 3 big breaths here. We're going to inhale back up to all fours. Tuck the toes for down dog. Take your time to get there. 2 breaths in down dog. Down dog should be feeling easier to hold than the first one. Inhale the left leg up. And we're going to step it through between the hands. Runner's lunge, but drop the right knee, untuck the right toes. Brace yourself as you come up for a low lunge. Try to sink a little deeper into that left knee. Really stretch the right hip flexor. I like to interlace my hands and look up in this position. A little harder to balance. You get more of a stretch. Always work in whatever range of motion is good for you. Let's twist right arm forward, left arm back, look back to the left. Really try to pull your arms apart so you stretch your chest and your back. Drop the left hand down, right hand up. Bring the right hand down, left hand up. Drop the left hand to frame the front foot. Step up into a forward fold. Yet again. This time, see if you can either grab your big toes, or I like to bring the bottom of my hands to the mat and step on my toes. And that gives you more of a calf stretch. And pull yourself in on your exhales. Got to keep the legs straight. Let your hands go. Come up nice and slow. Inhale both arms up, interlace your hands. This time on the exhale, keep the arms interlaced and just bend to the left. So we stretch the whole right. I love how you actually put gentle like your mom in the stream. That's my guy. That really, when we're doing yoga, we're all participating in spirit. So thank you for that realization, or Mortem. You know, you reminded us all of why we're here. So you won at yoga today. You're a better yoga teacher than me. Let's bring our hands down, interlace them behind you. Straighten the arms, open chest, look up. And then forward fold with your hands interlaced. Bring the chin closer to your chest and maybe the arms a little more forward. The hands go. Regular forward fold. Step the left leg back. Right leg back. Plank. Just drop the hips and untuck the toes, and we're magically in up dog. No push-up required. Drop the knees to child's pose. Breaths here. We're going to come up to down dog. Hold the down dog. For those that want a little bit of a challenge, still a gentle yoga class, nothing too crazy, but just to challenge your balance a little bit. See if we can bring the right leg up and just hold it. Feel comfortable there. And then maybe you hover the left hand up. Just play with that. See what you can do. Just for a few breaths. Return to down dog. Pedal out your heels. And we'll try the other side. Left leg up and back. Find a strong base. It's all in your core. And then maybe we float the right hand up. Nice. Down dog. Walk the feet towards the hands. A little bit wider. Feet wider than shoulder width. And we're taking this down into a yogi squat. Elbows at your knees. We're going to hold. Hold, breathe, and reclaim this mobility position for yourself. No one's ever taken a class from me. This is where I take the time to preach when we're in a squat, when nobody wants to hold it. So I talk and make it worse for everybody. But this was our natural resting position. Everybody should be able to do this. You know, cars and movie theaters and society came along, and we don't have to sit like this anymore. So people can't do it, but you should. So good for your hips, so good for your back. And maybe we bring our hands up, push through your heels, and just hold them. This is a great thing to do in the morning. This warms everything up. When you're out of bed, you're all crunchy and crackly, and rigor mortis is setting in. A nice, gentle yoga session like this takes 20 minutes. Makes a world of difference if you try to do it every day. I'm going to shut up now. Hands to the floor. Stretch your legs. Wherever you're at, we're going to walk back to down dog. Up dog. And then bring your chest to the floor. Arms out to the side. Bend the left foot and bring the left foot over to the right side. Bring the left arm up and open up your chest. And same thing for the other side. It's so good. If this is too intense of a stretch on your shoulder, bend your arm a little more. We're just working the range of motion that speaks right to you. Now for the big back bend, bow pose. I'm going to bend both knees and reach for both ankles. And for some of you, especially in the morning, this might be plenty. Just do that. You want to take it a little step further, push your legs away from your body and stretch your chest up. Throw yourself into a little back bend. Yes. Nice. Push it back to sit on your heels. Good quad stretch. So we bring our knees forward, feet together, we sit on the heels. And we come up and we breathe. Now, if you want to take this a little deeper, you can bring the knees a little wider, sit on your heels, and maybe you can fall back all the way on your back. As long as you get your butt in between your feet, that's the key. That's the key. And just lean back, lay back, breathe like you're resting. And this is not a super intense stretch. But it is. She agrees. Yeah. Like, I've been sitting like this for years. I don't have to get up yet. Anyway, let's come back up to sit up on our heels. Push yourself up. And maybe you can grab the back of your heels and turn this into a camel pose. And if this is too funky of a transition for you, just bring yourself upright first and then reach for the heels. You don't have to make it one fluid motion yet. The more you practice yoga, the better you'll get. Like anything else in this life. And let it go back to child's pose. Well, you're doing great. I hope you feel a lot better already. We just got a few more things. Let's roll over and lay down on your back. Before we end this, baby, roll back, take your knees with you. Bring the soles of your feet together so like we're doing a butterfly stretch in the air. And then maybe we can grab our big toes or behind our ankles and open your legs up nice and wide. Nice. And we'll bring the feet together at the top. Bend the right knee and bring the ankle across your left knee so you make a figure four. Reach through that triangle behind your left knee and pull the left leg towards you while you kind of pry the right knee out with your right elbow. This is like pigeon pose in the air. Some call it reclined pigeon, but I think pigeon pose in the air sounds a lot cooler. Levitating pigeon. You think of something. Tell me what you think. Let's switch sides while you ponder. Nice. And after your left side levitating pigeon, bring the left foot up to meet the right. And we're going to take this to a shoulder stand. If you can't do shoulder stand, just bring both hands under your tailbone, just so you prop your tailbone up and point your toes. That's like shoulder stand 1.0. Shoulder stand 2.0 is you bring your feet back behind your head, bend your arms, bend your elbows to grab your lower back with your hands, and then support your lower back while you straighten your legs up. And just let gravity do all the work for you. We'll take this to plow now, if you can. If not, just roll back out. And if you're in plow, roll back out. Sit up with your legs in front of you for a forward fold stretch real quick. Slowly come up. Let's get both hands under our tailbone. Drop both elbows down. Arc your chest up, bring your head back, fish pose. And then let us fall into a Savasana. And close down your eyes. Start to return your breath back to normal. The key of Savasana, the point of Savasana is to let everything we just did or a whole yoga practice kind of sink into your body. You're really doing the whole practice of yoga to work up until this point. So treat it like any other pose. And for filming purposes, we're going to cut this Savasana short, but if you are watching, I would highly recommend you stay for 5 minutes. Everybody else, let's take a full body stretch. Pull yourself apart, and then curl yourself into a ball. Rock back and forth, and then push yourself over to the right. Right arm up over. Push with your left hand you up into a seated position. Let out your best David Bowie impression and feel good. I hope you feel better than when you arrived. Thank you. Namaste. Happy morning yoga session, like your mom.
Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Watch our other videos.
Listen.
We work so hard on them.
Listen to them.
There's 2 other people in here. You better do it.
You better do it.
All right.
Thank you. Shout out to Black Forge. I love this shirt.
Shout out to Black Forge. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
True Cat says they've never seen a lot of these yoga poses. The morning is already over out here, but I'll rewatch tomorrow. Boom.
Boom.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Foo Cat.
Thank you, Foo Cat.
I don't know where you're at over there, what that means, but I hope it's fun.
All right. Cool.
Thanks, dog.
Thank you. Thank you, Phuket. Thank you. Lexi was here. Thank you.
Hope the
And-
pancakes
and
were good.
Mortem.
Fat ass. No, I'm just kidding. She's my sister. I'm allowed to call her fat ass. I'm not.
All right. Peace and love.
Love you. Thank you.